And we're live.
I just broke my neck.
You just broke your neck?
Yeah, you see me just freaking whip that thing with that much amount of muscle, dude?
I did not. Dennis the Menace Bermudez. How are you today, brother?
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Pretty good. Today's a good day.
What'd you do today? Anything good?
I went to work, and we had a nice. It was beautiful out today, like 60 degrees. Sun was nice. Came home, right? I'm like, do I take my truck to murder yoga, or do I get on the hog?
What's murder yoga?
Jiu-jitsu.
You call it murder yoga?
Yeah, I do.
When'd you come up with that?
Huh?
When'd you come up with that? Or is that something
It's not my own. I can't take the full credit.
Who's been calling it that?
Hugh McKenna.
Okay. I like that. I like murder
It
yoga.
is that, right? It's like stretching to fucking murder people.
Yeah, 100%. It's practicing simulating death is what I would always call it.
Yeah, murder yoga.
Yeah, what do you do with your friends? We simulate killing each other, and then we say...
with our bare hands.
Yeah, and then we talk about how good we did it. How close we were to almost breaking someone's limb or hurting them.
Yeah.
And then you're friends with these people? Yeah.
Actually, the ones that I try to murder the most we're actually closer friends.
It's like you're friends with people? Yeah, they're really good guys. They're really good guys. Literally have tried to kill me, have tried to strangle me. Even you ever have, like, I know you have actually. You ever have one of those days where you've had a bad day and you do go into training and you're in one of those modes where you're almost like having to calm yourself down a little bit?
And training makes you feel better?
Well, you're just training, makes you feel better, but I'm saying you're training hard that day. You're like letting people have it, type deal.
Because you're in a bad mood.
Because you're in a little bit of a bad mood, yes. Those days exist.
Yes.
What'd you do today? What are you doing on Tuesdays? Are you doing like technique jiu-jitsu?
So at Long Island MMA, it's, the first half hour is, picking up like a move, and like the move gets more complex and more complex, so we could do this, more options, so a half hour of that, and then, half hour live pretty much.
Okay. How are you liking the gi? The gi's working for you?
Like I said, I need to, I'm winning, obviously I'm just a better athlete than all these people and know way more than them in no gi.
Did you watch the fights this weekend?
I didn't, but I did see some highlights. Once Gregor Gillespie's fight was off, I was like,
you lost focus. Yeah, so what happened there was Volkanovski apparently has COVID or tested positive for COVID.
And Volkanovski was in his corner.
Volkanovski was, I guess, in his corner, and Volkanovski was fighting in, that fight got called off, him versus Ortega.
That's right.
Yeah, so I guess something with the corner protocol or something like that. Nothing on Gregor's end.
Now, those guys on, what was his last name? Riddle?
Brad Riddle.
On his end, him and his corner are all quarantined in Vegas, no?
Quarantined somewhere. I did see that.
Which, man, that's gotta fucking suck.
Yeah, I remember people saying that with Dan Hooker when he fought recently. It's like, man, like they were saying on the broadcast, like, oh, he's really sacrificing here, knowing that he's coming to the States to fight, knowing that the procedure to get back in his country is like a month-long quarantine. Some crazy shit.
What?
But your boy Tai Tuivasa, who's probably in quarantine now, unless he's staying in the States, I'm not sure.
He crushed that guy.
Oh, crushed that guy. I'll actually send Ty the link, and maybe he'll finally make an appearance.
I like it. If he does, I gotta go get a beer.
Do you have a beer?
I'll go get one. I'll go get like 4.
I would have to do a White Claw. Those are the only things in my fridge at the moment.
What?
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, I was even going to say, if Lance Palmer does come on, I'll do a little shotgun of a White Claw for his daughter. I feel like that's classy.
Okay.
Something he would appreciate.
Because he is the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that noise?
What, the...
Yep.
I was clicking away emails.
So you didn't get to watch the fights this week?
No, unfortunately, I didn't.
Kevin Holland, Derek Brunson.
I saw Brunson won and is on a 4-fight winning streak since.
Oh man, I meant to hit you up and say shoot that shot with Brunson. I know we played phone tag with Brunson for a minute. I've had a conversation with him and talked to him about coming on, but it never happened. But I was going into that fight. A video. Did you see the video that I think a bunch of people posted? Maybe UFC even posted it of Kevin Holland. The highlight.
Asking Khabib for wrestling advice.
Yes, and the highlight of him talking shit. You didn't see that?
I didn't see the highlight of him talking shit.
Every time that he's fought, they've shown him talking shit. Like he's fighting the one guy and he's like, "Hey man, you ever train with John Jones?" Nah, yeah, I didn't think so. And then he punches the guy.
You ever what? Train with John Jones?
He's like, "Hey man, you ever train with John Jones?" And then he punches the guy and he goes, "I didn't think so." Like just dumb shit.
Yeah, the Khabib was funny, and then before he knocked out Jacare, he like talked some shit.
He was like, "Okay, Jock, okay, that was a good one. Okay, look at you, look at you."
And if I'm being honest, I remember seeing Jacare kind of smile, right? And then like he gets like tagged.
It worked for him. Yeah, 100%. He lulled Jacare to sleep a little bit. Wait, hey buddy, you're doing good. We just chilling. We just playing around. We doing jiu-jitsu here. He's good. Maybe fix your mic wire. I keep hearing something on your end. Make sure you're up.
Made my chair rubbing on something.
I hear some type of crazy noise coming from your end. But we'll see. But other than that, did you watch wrestling? What'd you do this weekend?
I'm not proud of myself.
Oh, wait. Was this that weekend? What day is it?
Tuesday.
Have you had 2 weekends like that in a row?
No. So last weekend I had my kids, and then my boys got picked up, and I was like, let's check out this new brewery. And just like on accident. I wasn't like, I'm gonna go to the brewery and get fucked up. Like, had 4 beers and was like, what the fuck?
Are you living that spring break life?
No, I'm done. I need to get back because I spent like all week trying to play catch up, like to like recover.
Catch up on sleep.
No, not that I was up late, just like my body recover. Like hungover, went into, work, and I'm trying to like, I still like trained. I thought like maybe training would make me feel better, but I think it took me like deeper down.
Are you not drinking? Are you not drinking water before you go to bed or something? Hello, Stacey Forsyth in Australia. It's Wednesday in Australia today. But yeah, sorry I interrupted you. Someone commented.
I like that. No, that's fine.
But even this, so something I did see that we'll discuss. Even the guy Brad Riddle. So obviously we're huge Gregor fans, but Brad Riddle he was like, I think I had something for Gregor. He's like, I'm bummed the fight didn't happen. He was like, I was ready. Obviously confident because he went through training camp and all that. You know what I mean? So
when did that fight get rebooked for?
I haven't seen a date yet, but it could be up there. But I don't know. The way Brad Riddle made it, and especially I think the way it is with these foreign fighters, unless he's staying in America or unless Gregor's going to Abu Dhabi to fight him, that fight might get scrapped for the time being. Unless they're going to book it again for 3 months or from now or something. Because I think
did they get any money?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I think it's such a process for these New Zealand, Australian, that side of the world to get back into their country after a fight. That if the fight falls out, they're kind of fucked a little bit. Unless they plan on moving to America.
I think I saw on Gregor's story, he's hiking.
Hiking?
With his lady, I think.
Well, I just saw him doing a podcast with Blonde Fighter and CERN.
What was that, Sunday?
I guess Sunday, yeah. So maybe that was a few days ago. But I was bummed for that because I'm always excited to see a Gregor fight. Gregor's similar to Khabib. I want to see what he's going to do next, type shit.
Yeah.
But even Kevin Lee caught him, but the evolution of that style that Gregor likes to strike a little bit more.
Well, Gregor came in the UFC kind of striking, I feel. He stood with a couple of heavy hitters. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Dip under this dude and take him down.
Oh, my God. At times, Gregor was showing his chin, and you were like, ugh, I don't want to even see this.
Yeah. This could go bad.
He could take the shots, though. But
so what do we got on for potential for tonight? Oh, another thing. How'd that married couple do? Because I saw. Oh, they both lost.
Both lost, yeah. That's got to be tough fighting as a married couple.
Well, what's his name? CJ? Or JP. Something like that? JP, he got no quit. The guy's dead. And he just kept coming. I'm like, dude, fucking, you're not in a good spot right now. You saw that fight, Bruno Silva versus JP Buys? Yeah,
that was the first. That's actually one. I actually fell asleep and had to watch Derek Brunson, Kevin Holland the next day. But I watched Bruno Silva versus JP Buys. I watched up to that fight. And
Bruno Silva was bringing some shit.
Yeah. Even you saw that one?
But JP was not quitting. He was getting, you know what it reminded me of? Of fucking Frankie Edgar versus Gray Manning.
Yeah, everything you hit him with, he wasn't going anywhere.
No, he was dying and then was getting up and still looked like he was with it when he was striking back and then would get touched and fall over again.
But yeah, that sucks for I like Kevin Holland's trash talking, but.
And then that one guy you were talking about, Leonardo Santos, who fights once a year.
Yeah, he got fucked up.
Crushes people. He got laced real good too.
This was the fight he got old. He was 41 right now. Yeah. And this kid, Grant Dawson, was like, you ready, Pops? I'm going to fucking throw some quick shit at you. And that kid's good. That guy's really good. That guy's 1 or 2 fights away from people being like, oh, Grant Dawson versus,
strong. You could tell he just looked strong.
17-1 now, that dude.
17-1?
Yeah, his one loss is an elbow, 35 seconds in 2016.
Oh.
He's good. He beat Mike Trizano from Tiger.
I told you fucking Drake was gonna beat that Korean song, dude. Max Griffin.
You told me what?
I mean, I just went for him. No, Max Griffin beating Song.
That Max Griffin was going to beat. Oh, Drake was going to beat Keenan Song.
Yeah, that went over your head.
Yep, totally. Well, I didn't get it. But your boy Derek Brunson. How do you know Derek Brunson?
I think we fought on the same car a few times.
Okay. Yes, well done by Derek Brunson. I actually should have shot that out to you. If you want to shoot him a message right now, go ahead. What?
Unanimous decision. He won every round, or were there some close?
This new Derek Brunson. Remember how there was that little bit of
wow? Oh, what I'm saying is he won every round, Derek?
Yeah, I believe so. I watched the fight the next day, and I watched just the cliff notes of it, if you will. And I'm pretty sure every round.
Yeah, 6 takedowns. More significant strikes.
I saw what it was real quick watching it. Oh, okay, Derek Brunson. So you remember those earlier fights even against named fighters? Derek Brunson was almost doing.
He would come at people with his arm behind him.
He was lunging. Doing good catching someone and then going, oh shit, I got this guy, and then going crazy and getting caught. That happened to him a few times. Or he would put himself off balance, overextend, and get caught. Now it seems like he's like, oh no, wait, I'm a really good wrestler. I'm going to work this shit a little bit with my striking. And it's working.
Yeah, Stanford MMA, they like put it together for him real nice.
Which is interesting too, because obviously he's wrestling right now. He's mixing it up, but he's relying on his wrestling. Henry's not
now,
coming, you know?
we gotta get our girl on the show. She reached out to me, and I don't know what's going on, but Ashley Evans Smith said she's like looking to maybe move, maybe Florida, you know.
Okay. Where's she going to move?
She didn't go into details of, because I was like, you're going to leave Cali? Like,
bro, California's in trouble right now, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a bunch of things. It could be because of COVID.
If there's one thing we've seen with the election and COVID and politics that has now come into the spotlight, if you will, is your president is one thing. It really matters who your governor is. And then that determines a lot of how your life's going to be lived under these new restrictions and whatnot. And California,
there's, like I said,
sucks.
Yes, but there are a lot of like things it could be. I don't know if she's still in a relationship. Maybe she broke up with her boyfriend. She's like, I gotta get out of here. That could. I don't know if that's true or false. Okay. It could be she is on a little bit of a skid.
Okay.
So whatever gym she's in isn't working for her right now.
Did she change her hairdo at all?
Tighter fade on the side, like the skin side is fresh. I don't know.
So there you go.
If you're there could have been something bad happening in her gym, yeah. Or like you said, it could be like a politic or state thing.
Yeah. Let's see. A little skid, yeah. She's lost 2 in a row. She's lost 4 of her last 5.
That's where I'm going with it.
Yeah. How old is she? 33. Oh, even that. One funny thing. So my cousin Anthony is like, Dennis was in the UFC? I'm like, yeah, he was in the UFC. He's like, he's rich. He's rich.
No, far from it.
And then when I'm like, what? He's like, why'd he stop fighting? I'm like, he just stopped fighting. He got a job. Did he get hurt?
I got robbed.
No, and then he says, like, did he get hurt? I'm like, no. Did he get knocked out? I'm like, no. Why the fuck did he stop fighting? You know, he's like, why the fuck did he stop fighting? You know how little kids keep it real with you? I'm not saying he's a little kid. You know how little kids like keep
it? Yeah.
He's 18, so he's right on the cusp of that. So he keeps it 100 with you.
Right. And
he's like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Why isn't he still doing this?
I get it.
And then I was like, yeah, he's the baddest motherfucker at PSEG right now. I'll put my money on that. 100%, you know?
Yikes.
If you guys all did, like, you know how you play CeeLo and you throw the money down? If you guys all threw your money down and it was a takedown contest or a leg kick contest or a fight, I'm like, I got Dennis.
Anything.
I got Dennis. I got $20 on Bermudez.
But who do we got potentially on the show today?
I reached out to RBY and Lance Palmer. And then I meant to shoot my shot with Colby, but I didn't shoot it.
All good.
Lance said
we could get into the fight card. What'd you do?
Had to change some settings. I don't know why it reset all the settings. Bro, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
On OBS?
OBS. Man, it was
OBS. I feel like OBS does that to my gaming. That's why I stopped streaming video games.
It was going so good. It was a great episode right up until that.
So, were we back live again, or?
We were live the whole time, apparently.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so this will be the live, raw, unedited version of episode 1.
Okay.
But yeah, back to Ashley Evans Smith. I don't know. Move to Florida. That's what I recommend for her.
Well, I was like, Stan's there. She's like, he moved there? I was like, I mean, yeah, fucking, for now, yeah, COVID's going on. Nothing's going on, you know?
We can get a spot together tomorrow, Ashley. What's up, Ashley? Where you want to live? I live on the ocean. I got a room. I'll kick my cousin out. You could live in the other room tomorrow, Ashley. We'll figure it out. And then it's like, oh shit, wait, Ash, you got friends too? Okay. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. I'll
You're
build a,
creep.
I'll build a wall right here, and you can take the living room with all these windows and the ocean view and all that. Gotcha. You got to do things like that sometimes, Menace.
Do you want to just get into the card, or what other events you got for me?
What other events?
Yeah, I mean, the MMA world's been kind of, well, in terms of upcoming events,
Bro.
Dillashaw versus
Corey Sandhagen.
That's pretty official, right?
That's official, I believe, and they've had some time in the gym, so that one's going to be interesting. And you've heard people talk. Like I know Aljamain brought a lot of light to it. That Corey Sandhagen might have fucked TJ up a time or two in the gym.
Right.
Which I'm into.
Yeah. Now, do you think the UFC is like, Corey, this is your chance, or do you think it was kind of like TJ, like, listen, you did us dirty by being dirty. Now you gotta go against the Sandman.
TJ never lost that belt. He lost it.
I mean, hang on. The fight does make a ton of sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
but I feel like that's a fight that TJ never wanted.
I think the fight makes sense. The backstory. So the matchmakers were probably like, okay, makes so it checks. Right. That fight checks all the boxes.
Yes, a good fight. Top guys, both in deserving of a title shot. And then this backstory of treading with each other and who did or didn't win, and yeah, there's some good stuff there for sure.
Whatever TJ took, TJ is good.
Yeah,
like TJ's really good. TJ's top 3 in the world, top 5 in the world, all the time until he gets old. Until he starts to age and then falls out of that. But
I mean, where are you putting TJ in terms of being?
The best.
I guess Triple C is the greatest 135 pounder of all time, right?
Yep, no question.
No question.
No, of all time, you can make the case of Dominic Cruz, but then it's like, wait a minute, he's met. Anyone that you can make a case for fell victim to Triple C,
and he was a champion at 125 too.
Yeah,
like it's not like
he's a 125er.
Right. It's not like Mighty Mouse is like, well, these guys are too big for me.
Mighty Mouse got fucked up. Granted, younger Dominic Cruz got fucked up by Dominic Cruz.
You mean Mighty Mouse?
That's not what I said?
Yeah, you said younger Mighty Mouse got fucked up by Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, when he was younger, like years ago, younger Dominic Cruz, younger Mighty Mouse, but
yes,
Cejudo beat both of them. Him versus Demetrius was close, right, but we'll give it to him.
And then knocked out the 2 others, what that might have been.
His work after beating Demetrius Johnson, and you put that win in there, because it is a win, is really good. Makes him the greatest bantamweight 125er maybe of all time. Now, you could say Demetrius Johnson, but then the counter argument is, well, what if him and Henry Cejudo fought 10 times?
Right.
Who do you think wins?
Triple C.
I think Triple C 8-2 maybe. I think the more they fought, Triple C would figure that out. But what's this weekend's card? This weekend's card is huge.
Huge.
Yeah, I didn't even realize the magnitude until I looked at it. Stipe versus Ngannou.
Right.
Randy is.
Hang on, there's another. Before we get into this weekend's card, there's another fight that got announced. I was like, ooh, that's juicy, but I'm drawing a blank of it. Chandler versus
Chandler Oliveira. I was gonna get. Yeah, I had that one on the tip of my tongue as well. So I saw this thing.
Hang on, for the title.
For the title, for Khabib's done.
I understand that, but Dustin Poirier just gets.
Are you ready right now? You know how the UFC works. Are you ready in a month? Are you ready in 7 weeks? You're not? Okay. Next guy. You know what I mean? Oliveira is deserving of it. So is Chandler. So is Chandler for that win.
I'm not, but like I feel like of all people, wasn't DC like calling the?
Let's go with this little.
No, not DC. DP Dustin Poirier.
All right,
kind of like the.
You beat Conor. He hasn't fought in a minute. Let's go with this process of elimination. That Dustin, you beat Conor. Conor, whatever, is Conor McGregor. You fought Dan Hooker. You and Dan Hooker had a war. It was an amazing fight. We'll keep your name relevant. You could be the number one contender. You could build up a next fight. You can go for a rematch with Conor. We have a couple things for you. This guy just knocked out Dan Hooker, so there's a case there. Like, Dustin Poirier has now, instead of becoming the title contender, has become the next Nate Diaz, where your next fight is a money fight no matter who you fight. We could run it back with Conor McGregor, or we can give you Nate Diaz, or we can give you,
Yeah, but why not DP versus Chandler?
For the title. And for South, I think that's what they need to do too, because the South Florida thing too. Chandler trains here, Poirier trains here, Black Zillions, American Top Team. We have Usman and Masvidal about to fight, even though Usman's left, but that's his roots. I like that shit. That's for the king of South Florida right there. Usman versus Masvidal.
It's weird. Like the UFC's like created these like superstars that pretty much every fight they have, whether it's for a title or not, is title magnitude. Masvidal, Nate Diaz, Dustin Poirier. I mean, there's these guys now that don't have to fight for titles, but are getting huge.
Yeah, so right now, Oliveira versus Chandler, slap a belt on the winner.
Ready for this? Ready for this? You know what all three of those guys have in common?
Who? Oliveira, Poirier,
No, everybody just named.
Who'd you name?
Masvidal, Nate Diaz, Dustin Poirier.
Yep.
What they all have in common is that they fought Conor McGregor. And now they're on this like different platform.
Masvidal didn't fight him.
Huh?
Masvidal never fought Conor.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Almost.
Fuck. Almost, yes.
I did bring that question up at the press conference. And he was like, don't talk about that individual in my presence. The fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's right. Fuck. Yeah. Right. Yeah, he almost did. That's right.
That's like I'm saying with Poirier right now.
Press the buttons.
I don't have the button set up. I don't have the button.
I'm kidding.
Poirier now has that shine. Don't dull it. I'm not saying Chandler. I think Chandler might beat him. I think Oliveira might beat him. I'm not saying they definitely do, but don't just throw him into a barn burner real quick, because Conor might want to fight him. Nate might want to fight him. So we'll make some money. We'll make some really good fucking... And then the winner of that fight can fight Oliveira, Chandler. You know what I mean? They can almost do this little super fight round robin between Conor, Nate, and Poirier to determine who's going to fight the winner of this belt. Is how I see it. And then Colby, that's something I wanted to say to Colby. Like, how do you feel about getting passed over for Masvidal? Masvidal had a 5-round fight, granted on short notice. So I saw Chael made a video. We got to get Chael back on as well. Will this fight be any different with Masvidal having a training camp? I love Masvidal. I don't think the fight's any different with a training camp. Can he catch Usman? Absolutely.
There could be, he could study tape more diligently and like maybe
catch him in an exchange.
Maybe catch some cues that can set up other things, you know what I mean? But in terms of like being able to sprawl and stop Usman's shot and double shot and the way Usman rides, I don't think he needs 10 years to be able to stop that. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just do that in a 3-month camp.
With a training camp, I don't think anything changes. Like, if Usman wants to go, I'm going to fucking maul you on the wall for 25 minutes, again, you have better cardio and you'll take it a little better. Like that's a tough style to overcome. And they didn't even have a long training camp. They announced this fight, unless they knew about it for weeks in advance. This fight's 7 weeks, 6 weeks. It's not like
which is your standard,
But
especially when you're at that level and that high up, you shouldn't stop training. Like
when you got money and you're wearing a Gucci robe, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, you want to keep that Gucci robe, or you want it to fucking
like I saw
catch
one
dust
thing,
because you can't keep up with it. You know what I mean?
So Eddie Alvarez and Conor McGregor had a little back and forth.
I did not see that.
Eddie Alvarez was pretty much kind of insinuating, if you will, that Conor's not hungry anymore, and Conor needs to find that. He's got 150 million, or whatever money he's good. He's not really as hungry as he used to be. And then I guess Conor got insulted at whatever Eddie Alvarez said his net worth was, because he said it's more. And then he was like, I remember, he tweeted back, I remember my first 150 million. Like, looking back on those days. Like, I remember when I got my first 150 million.
Right.
Because apparently he's up there now, doubled his net worth with the sale of Proper 12.
Proper 12, yeah.
It's one of those things, too. I don't know. I don't want to say it plateaued, but I'm sure you've seen it. The UFC now puts Dana White's whiskey on the mat.
Oh, what's his whiskey?
Howler Head.
That's his, or that's just a company that pays him a ton of money?
Dana White's in the company. Dana White's whiskey, apparently.
Huh.
Yeah, we got to shoot that shot as well. Dana's long overdue to come back on, too. But now that we have a little, like I said, I should have shot more shots. I shot Lance, who had a workout. Lance got a fight coming up at RBY, who just won the national championship. RBY is probably going to hit me up or jump in as soon as we wrap. One of those, you know how it works.
Yeah.
But this weekend, we could jump back to that. What do you got going on tonight? What do you got, the lady over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, I was just about, so I got done training, and she's like, we have to go to Costco. And I was like,
Who got Costco card? You?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm like, let me take a shower and then we'll go. She's like, no, let's just go. And I was like, yeah, she's probably right. Because if I take a shower, I'm like, we don't have to go. So I'm like, all right, let's go. My phone goes off, or I go to get like my jacket. You text me the link for tonight's show, and I totally forgot we were doing tonight's show. So I was like, oh, babe, I got the show tonight. She was red. She was like, yeah. And I was like, babe, I do the show on Tuesday. I just totally forgot.
Yeah, we know we podcast on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
We usually toss a few back. That's why I got a little vodka going on, a little vodka soda. Menace is who put me on to these.
Yeah. Hey, just so you know, for the rest of the show and for the next time we do a show, when it gets dark where you are, you could see your computer screen perfectly in the reflection of your window.
So what does that mean? What am I looking at?
I don't know. Maybe you're looking at being a creep. I don't want you looking, just looking. I just got your back. That's all.
Oh man, yeah, you can't see anything out of it. But no, that's funny. I don't have anything creepy up there. And even what was
that? Awesome. But it's like paused. It's like muted.
It's like, all right, we're gonna wrap up episode 109. I got some things I got to take care of.
Well, I mean, we could jump into,
like, as I'm wrapping up the episode, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch this video as soon as I'm done, and I'll get like 3 or 4 open. So this weekend, our girl Jillian Robertson's back in action.
Yeah.
Miranda Maverick.
She's on the main card.
I'm on Tapology. It doesn't have the order. Wait. Oh shit. Woodley versus Luque this weekend.
That's why.
Oh shit.
That's why I was like, dude, he's not going to answer.
O'Malley versus Thomas Almeida.
So early prelims don't really.
Oh shit. Our girl Jessica Penne versus Hannah Goldie.
Yeah.
Don't tell Jessica Penne, but I followed Hannah Goldie on Instagram.
What? Do you want the winner on the show?
I'd have them both on the show. Hopefully, they become friends after the fight.
All right.
And then I can imagine, them hanging out, doing things. So we'll go here. We'll go Jillian Robinson. We're obviously rooting for.
She's on the main card. I'm on. I got the very bottom. These light heavyweights. I don't know them.
You got that? What? That bootleg Jared Gordon.
Jared Gooden.
Yeah.
Versus Abu Bakar.
He should just go by whatever his middle name is and drop the Jared Gooden because it's already a Jared Gordon.
It's a different last name, bud.
I know, but still, it's too close. But what card do you have? If I look on Wikipedia, the card's a little different.
I'm on the UFC website.
Yeah, they're never accurate.
The UFC website?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You read them off and I'll go with you. I got it. Whatever. I'll tell you what I got.
Obviously, we're going Jillian Robertson.
Yep.
And do you want me to go over the fights we don't care about? So Jared Gooden versus Akbar Nurmagomedov. Are we going to pick against Akbar Nurmagomedov? No. I'm not picking against them.
I mean, when you look at their bodies, though.
For some reason, we have this weird thing because we've ever said, oh, maybe this guy could beat Khabib, or how does this guy beat Khabib? Or Conor McGregor did land a punch on him. Conor McGregor won a round. Because we've said those things, we apparently are racist and we don't like Russians.
Huh.
People, I've gotten these comments. They're in the comments.
Fine, I'm going Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, I'm going Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are just tough as nails. I mean,
and not because of any of that. I'm just saying, people think because we've said negative things about Khabib.
Is there any relation to that?
I think he's Khabib's brother.
No, the little guy is Khabib's brother. No,
this is Khabib's cousin. This is the guy Conor McGregor punched.
A welterweight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Is this the guy? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Akbar Nurmagomedov is the guy that Conor McGregor punched. If he's not, then yeah, that's him. This is the guy that ran in the cage during the Khabib Conor McGregor fight, and punched Conor, and Conor punched him. But I'm going with him. Jillian Robertson. Same. So here's my quick parlay. I'm going Jillian Robertson, Akbar, and Luque. And Vicente Luque. But so here, Jessica Penne versus Hannah Goldie.
I gotta go with my girl Jessica. She's probably so backed up on like giving out an ass whooping that
we talked about this when we had Jessica on. Yeah, she's got to be backed up. She's had at one point, what was her? She was like 12-1 or something crazy. Now she's lost her last 3. She needs this win. She hasn't fought in 4 years. So yeah, I'm obviously rooting for Jess, and I'm going with Jess.
Why didn't she get like a 2-year suspension?
I think she had injuries too. Remember that one time she was going to fight, and then her ankle popped like in the
like the week of, right?
Yeah, she had like some unfortunate circumstances on top of. I think she had a lifetime ban or a longer ban, and she got it reduced or something.
Well, why? Aren't there levels to
No. It wasn't a lifetime ban. It was a long enough ban at this point in her career that
maybe she pack it up.
But Hannah Goldie, she's fighting Hannah Goldie. Just lost her last fight versus Miranda Granger. Hannah Goldie's tough. I've seen her. I've said before she's cute as well. They're both very attractive young ladies. This is a tough one for me, but I'm going to go Jessica Penne, obviously, because she's cool. She's been on the show. I think she's hot. And she can fight. She's really good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I just think she's way more of a veteran,
We've hung out with her. She watched me from a distance, like picking up girls and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I got Jessica Penne here.
Yeah, Jessica Penne all day. You can still come on the show, Hannah Goldie, one day. William Knight versus Alonso Minifield. So this is like two prospects, two real.
Yo, didn't Alonso Minifield just fight?
He might have.
Because I remember being like, dude, this guy is jacked.
Right there too. It would have been one of those moments where you look in the reflection, and I'm looking at Hannah Goldie and Jessica Penne pictures. I'm like, yeah, they both can fight real good. Both these girls are real talented.
Didn't he just fight?
I think he just he just lost to OSP. He just got knocked out by OSP in September. So not just, no.
Or did this fight get moved?
Might have been moved. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yes, it was a canceled bout from February.
Yes, totally. Because I'm like, man, both these guys look so familiar.
You got that weird photographic memory that you were like,
I know. I feel like I already said, Alonso is.
You don't remember if you've seen either one of them fight, but you remember something weird. Like, I remember. You remember
this pitch,
you might have picked this fight before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So who are you going with this time?
Alonso's off the Contender Series, correct?
They both are.
Yeah, I think I went Alonso.
Okay. I'm gonna go Alonso. But William Knight could be surprised in that fight. I know William Knight could wrestle. I'm not sure if Alonso could wrestle, but maybe. So now the main card.
Well, by his beach muscles, no chance can he wrestle.
Why, he's got beach muscles?
Look at the fucking size of the man's chest.
Maybe he just does push-ups every morning. Look at Ngannou's chest. Can Ngannou wrestle?
No.
We'll find out. Maybe he can. So yeah, I don't know what fight fell off. Oh. Was that fight this weekend?
What's that?
Ortega versus...
No.
Yeah, that was this weekend. So Volkanovski Ortega has fallen off, and I guess they haven't announced what fight's going to take the place of that. So Woodley Luque is now bumped up to the co-main event. Or they moved this fight forward? Because, yeah, this fight wasn't on... Is it on Wikipedia? Oh, yeah, it is. So... Jamie Malarkey versus Commonworthy.
Now, the question is, which guy is more handsome?
Oh, we're going to go for that, too, with men?
No, I'm just saying, these guys are...
Commonworthy looks more violent. In the picture I'm seeing, he's, screaming in the camera.
Like, Jamie Malarkey, I feel like if he... drives down 6 pints, he is a force to be reckoned with at a pub. Right?
Okay.
He looks like he just sits there, just pounds pints of beer and just yeah.
He's from New South Wales. He hasn't lost to Brad. He's lost 2 in a row, so he needs this win. Not that you don't need everyone, but
And then Worthy, does he usually have a red mohawk?
I think he's had different color hair before, yes. I'm not 100% on that, but I believe so. I'm going to go Commonworthy.
Yeah, me too. I just feel like he's going to be more athletic.
So now these three are fucking awesome. I'm interested in these 3 fights. Thomas Almeida versus Sean O'Malley.
That's a very... Well, remember Thomas Almeida was
the guy.
Title, he was right there for... Did he get a title shot?
No, he got knocked out.
He was right there.
Him and Cody, and then Cody got the title shot. He got knocked out by Cody.
That's right.
But I think this fight, both of these guys were at one point the guy, the next coming of 135.
I see what you're saying.
Marketed as that.
Yes, they both. Yes, marketing both. Yes, they were both a very good push. But in terms of competition that they've faced, Thomas Almeida has faced way tougher guys than Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley has faced.
Yes. Well,
I'm not saying
the only former. I mean, you could say a former champion in Eddie Wineland, but what's his name has fought Brad Pickett. He beat Brad Pickett. Anthony Burchak, who has a good record. Cody Garbrandt.
Who are you talking about? Sean O'Malley?
No, I'm talking about Almeida.
Yeah, but the thing is also, yeah, I guess they were putting people away in.
But Almeida's lost 3 in a row right now.
Okay.
Jonathan.
Well,
Martinez.
he's been. Well, what my point being is like he's been on the scene for a minute now.
Yeah, but Cody stole his soul a little bit. He beat Albert Morales after that fight, but he's lost.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong with that.
Cody made him a little. Cody changed how he fought. You know.
Okay.
And Sean O'Malley, we'll see. This is his first fight after a loss. Did you even see those tweets? At one point, Sean O'Malley was like, "No, I'm still undefeated." You didn't see those?
No.
And people were like, "Are you insane or are you trolling me right now?"
Well, I mean, he did. If he didn't tweak his ankle, like who knows exactly how that fight would have went?
Like that's what it was. He was saying, or fucking with people like that. But it wasn't going well for him before he tweaked his ankle. I remember.
And who was it against again? I'm drawing blank.
Marlon Vera.
Right.
Chito Vera, and we were watching that fight at I think you did an event that night, maybe. No, never mind. August. We were locked down, COVID. We watched him knock out March 7th, right before the lockdown. Remember, you did an event, or you went to.
I'm gonna go Sean O'Malley here if he lands his long straights and stuff like that, because Almeida has good movement, really good jiu-jitsu, right? But he doesn't really use jiu-jitsu. He's more of a kickboxer, correct?
Yes. Swinging from his pockets, actually.
Right, where I think Sean is very tight with his boxing, that with some distance and some timing, I think Sean could pull off a TKO here.
I got O'Malley. Going to O'Malley. It's been on Menace and the Man. Smokes weed.
It's been on the Menace and the Man.
Let me get a couple odds up real quick, because now we got.
Real quick, we're speaking about O'Malley. Do you like fro hair O'Malley, or do you like Tekashi 6ix9ine O'Malley?
I think there's a time and place for both. I'm gonna say
I liked him a little better when he had the fro.
I was gonna say I like the fro better. I'm one of those. I like the fro. I like the ninja bun as opposed to the cornrows. You know, like if you have the fro. Oh, you're saying the fro when he would fight, and even the fro. You could tie the fro up a little bit. You could do something. Yeah. I noticed something too today. A little off topic. Uriah Faber. You noticed that he cut his hair?
Yes.
Shaved his head. I was like, man.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because his son because his son doesn't have long hair. He's like, listen, me and I think his son's name is Roman or Romeo or something like that. Roman. You know, have this bond where, listen, I'm not going to grow my hair all long. If he can't, I'm going to wait. When he can grow his hair long, I'll let my hair go back to being.
O'Malley is a pretty sizable favorite. Minus 300, I'm seeing right now. Almeida's plus 250. Jessica Penne versus Hannah Goldie is almost a pick 'em. Jessica Penne is a slight favorite. Or no, Hannah Goldie is a slight favorite.
Okay.
Jillian Robertson is a slight underdog. So I like the Menace and the Man bet here, which would be, we should have had Ngannou and Stipe on, but we're slacking there. And Woodley we played phone tag with, but I'm going with Luque, Sean O'Malley, Jessica Penne, and Jillian Roberts.
What are the odds on Tyron and
Luque versus Woodley? We got plus 205, so 2-1 for Woodley, and plus 250, minus 250 for Luque. So Luque is the favorite.
Wow.
I could see it though. Woodley's sliding.
Well, there's that, and then also like Samford MMA and Henry Hooft are like 2-0 going against Tyron, right?
You've seen it like sometimes in guys' careers. Like I always look at it. I think I sent you the meme one time, and it showed like Rashad and a bunch of guys who at one point were like 17-0, 17-1, 18-0, and then like Brandon Barao at one point was like 32-1 or 32-2. His final record was like 33-10. So it's like at the end of his career, Woodley might be at that point right now where it's like at one point he was 19-3. Now he's 19-6. He might wind up 19-7 and then just keep, he might wind up, 20-15 by the time he's done. If he keeps fighting. He's 38 now in a fast division.
Yeah. I think he still possesses fucking a shit ton of power, very explosive. This is a 3-round fight, which is more in his favor than those 5-round fights.
And past him getting old, you've been here and you've had to deal with it. He's lost 3 in a row. So he's probably thinking, do I still know how to win? Luke is not coming to give him a win.
No way.
Luke is coming to fucking hurt.
Luke has got some very sharp, tight, A
minute in, Woodley's going to go, this kid's here. This kid's okay. This kid's in. This kid's ready to go.
Right.
If not 10 seconds in, he's going to be like, all right. And I'm sure Luque, being Gilbert's boy, seeing what Gilbert did, is like, I'm just going to do the same thing Gilbert did. I'm going to go right at him and hit him with.
And then my boy before that.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm going to go Luque in this one. I like Woodley, but Luque's been on the show numerous times. Got to go Luque.
I mean, as a betting man, I think Tyron has all the tools.
As a betting man, I like Luque in any parlay. Luque's a lock for this one, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
As a betting man trying to make money, I like Tyron.
Like you remember even at one point, Luque had one of those records. What was he? Luque was 7-5 at one point. So now his record being 19-7, that means he's gone 12-2 in the last, 6 years. Only losses to Leon Edwards by decision and Wonderboy by decision. He's finished Randy Brown, Nico Price, beat Mike Perry. He's beat some really good guys.
But Tyron beats all those guys you just said.
Tyrone that we know, yes. 38-year-old Tyrone who hasn't won a fight in a couple years, I don't know. You know how it is, bro.
In a couple years.
You figured it out, and you were able to beat Tay Edwards. I've seen guys go on those skids where it's like, I forgot how to win. I'll find a way to lose because I'm fucked in the head a little bit, I've seen it. A lot of guys, I can't think of names that I can throw out right now, but there's a bunch that you can see their records. At one point, they were fucking the killer. Their career ended with a nice 2-12 skid. I'm not going to throw shade on people, but some people that happened to.
Because he's in the top 3, if you ask me, of best welterweights ever.
Absolutely. I like I told you, when we do get Woodley on, I'm going to ask him, can you do me a favor, Woodley, and rank the greatest welterweights of all time? He's definitely in there. He's on the Mount Rushmore. 3 or 4. Like, would he say Usman's the best? Or would he be like, I would have beat Usman?
I think when he retires, you'll get what he really thinks. But while he's still fighting, he can't say.
Yeah.
He might as well retire right now.
It's
if that's his mindset, And then there's, a lot of people also will fuck with themselves.
It could be there.
Where, like, I'm going to be champion. And like, dude, you don't really believe that.
Yeah.
You're just saying that, hoping that you'll believe it.
So we're going Luque. Right?
I'm not saying that about him. I'm just saying people in general.
So if you're a betting man, you might go Woodley. If you're thinking or picking who you think actually is going to win.
I think Luque has more tools in the bag. Whether, jiu-jitsu, not a better wrestler. but just cleaner kickboxing.
So
is Tyron working with what's it called?
Is who?
Is Tyron was Woodley working with who's that trainer out in is it Wisconsin?
Duke Rufus?
Yeah.
I'd imagine, yeah.
I haven't seen any of Duke Rufus in his like Instagram stories or anything like that.
Well, he lives in Missouri, so I don't know the distance from Missouri to Wisconsin, but if he's
that's where Rufus Sport is, right? Wisconsin?
If he's doing the
right,
I'm the head coach, yeah, that's where it is. If he's doing the I'm the head coach, I think he's in trouble against Luque because Luque is not the head coach. Right. Luque is coming to put into effect and throw some combinations that his coach has him ready to throw and do the rounds and the training that his coach put him in there. Woodley might, if that's the case, Woodley's showing up to do what he put himself through, which you can win fights that way, but you know from it's tough. It's tough to win fights that way when you don't have that person pushing you or that accountability. Woodley might be there. I don't, I'm
excited. Hang on.
I'm ride or die with Luque in this. I'm not.
Am I more excited for this fight than Stipe versus Ngannou?
I am. I honestly want to see Luque.
I think this is more of a strategic bout.
Oh man, imagine this. Imagine Luque wins spectacularly, and then he picks up another big win, and then they go, "All right, now we're gonna have Luque fight Usman."
Wow. Who else would Luque have to fight? Well,
Luque's right there.
He had to fight like Colby.
Luque's right there, especially that his last loss is Wonderboy. And Wonderboy, because the title change, because Woodley lost the belt, Wonderboy's in the mix.
Oh, I did see a tweet from Wonderboy saying something about what did I see? Like something, and he was like, "Guess I'm next in line for the title."
Wonderboy.
Yeah,
he's right there.
Something that Masvidal.
So even this, if Wonderboy's right here and next in line or close to next in line, Luque is right here, holding on to him. Like, hey, we had a war. Remember, a 15-minute. Put me and you for 5 rounds. Maybe it'll be different. Or if you get that title shot, I'm next in line. Or the same way that they're like, oh, let's make this fight because there's a story. Yeah, Wonderboy, you're a nice guy and all. We're going to do a super fight with you versus somebody, but we're going to do former training partners again. We're going to do Luque versus Usman. We think that sells. They could happen.
What do you think so it's Masvidal versus Usman?
Yes.
What do you think the order of events of people to fight Usman are?
What do you mean?
Is it Masvidal and then Colby and then Wonderboy, Vicente, Tyron? Or Tyron, Vicente?
I think Masvidal wins.
Oh, God.
What do you mean? That's why I grew my hair out for him, Masvidal. I think Masvidal wins. Second round TKO.
You don't really believe that. You said earlier.
Full training camp. Full training camp. It's going to change everything. Masvidal by TKO.
Who asked to see your hair? Someone asked. Let me see what you're working with, Stan.
Who asked to see my hair?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Nobody.
You just want to let the locks.
I just had to let people know that I'm riding with Jorge Masvidal.
No, you're not.
I changed my pick. I forgot. I was brainwashed before. I was thinking, oh, Usman's going to win. Nah. He's going to try that cage shit. And my boy Jorge is going to fuck him up.
All right.
But
heavyweights.
Ngannou, Stipe.
Now, I look at Ngannou, right? I look at Stipe, and I ask myself, how is Ngannou only 10 pounds heavier than Stipe?
Different builds, different body types. I think. What are you insinuating that you don't think Ngannou's going to win this? Do you? You do?
If Ngannou lands like he did against the last two guys,
I hate to pick. I can't pick against Stipe.
I can't see Stipe like just being like, okay, like.
I hate picking against Stipe. I got Stipe.
Well, no. Hang on. I'm riding with Stipe. Me and Stipe have had some laughs together. That's my guy. He can wrestle, right? That's how it went last time. He did some striking, couple takedowns.
He hit a couple shots and was like, all right, not today. Boom, double leg. Boom, blast double.
Yeah.
Ngannou will come better prepared. I think Stipe will too. Stipe knows this is how I beat this guy last time. I need to be sharper this time.
Like a lot of footwork, be prepared to take it into later rounds. Because Ngannou, right, his last couple fights were like first round fights, right? Like,
yeah. Can Ngannou catch him? Absolutely. It's heavyweights. But I got Stipe. I think Stipe is going to grind him out. Do the same fight again, except this time Ngannou's going to fold. I think Stipe shows that he's the GOAT at heavyweight. He's the best heavyweight. DC caught him. DC's
then
great
he earned
too.
It back. Then he got it back.
And then he got him back. I think Stipe shows in this fight, I'm the best. Let's see what we got.
Dude, because I fought a few guys that like you take a shot, you close your eyes, right? For like a fraction of a second, and you could be waking up later. What
I'm seeing is minus 105 for Stipe, minus 125 for Ngannou. So Ngannou is the favorite. It'll cost you 125 to win $100 on Ngannou.
And it costs you $105 to win 105.
So if you bet 100 on Stipe, you get 95. You bet 100 on Ngannou, you get 75. But I like Stipe in that. I think so. Even this, you know how it is. Like, it's weird. Obviously, tremendous pressure on both guys. But I almost want to say there's probably a little bit more on Ngannou. Like, if you don't win this one, you're not getting another shot till this guy leaves. Or you clean out the rest of the division, and if this guy's still fighting, like if Ngannou loses this fight, Derek Lewis versus Stipe for the title is the next fight, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ngannou moves to the back of the line. It's like you got to knock out all these guys again. That will be one of two things. Either he's going to come out super hard and blow his wad if he doesn't knock Stipe out, or he's going to come out relaxed and slow and maybe catch Stipe, or just that's not his fighting style, and Stipe will be like, oh, you're going to fight at this pace? This works for me. Like, the best thing Ngannou can do is like he did to that guy Jairzinho. Just make it crazy chaos, throw crazy shit, and make it a tumbleweed, and you're a bigger, badder...
A dogfight.
Yeah, you're a big physical dude. You'll probably eat and land. You know?
Right. Like if Ngannou's in a shitty position and throws a punch, and the other guy's in a shitty position and throws a punch, like Ngannou's punch is probably gonna be,
And Ngannou's got a fucking chin. Ngannou will probably be like, did you land when you hit me? Did you hit me too? You know? Like, I hit you with the best punch I fucking had, and yeah, I did hit you. And he just clips you and melts you.
This fight reminds me of like old Mike Tyson fights, like where like someone's getting knocked out, and
but we thought that last time. Remember last time, no one thought they would go the distance. Everyone was like, someone's getting knocked out, Ngannou, Stipe, and then Stipe was like, I got 5 rounds of fucking this dude up. So,
well, I mean, at what round does Ngannou become garbage?
The last fight was like the first round. Second round, he was gassed out and done.
Right.
He was like, oh shit, Stipe could take what I got. I don't have a backup plan. I'll keep throwing, but So before we wrap up, Khabib retired. Is Khabib the GOAT? It's Khabib or John Jones, right? Well, say he's the GOAT at lightweight.
Greatest of all time, right? Is that made to be like broken? Or like once you're greatest of all time, no one's ever greater than you?
Remember, it's weird with boxing. So the way they made Muhammad Ali the greatest of all time, it's like, oh, but he's been beaten. Rocky Marciano's 48-0 or 49-0. He's never been beaten. Then it comes to level of competition and all those type of things. If you look at Khabib and you, with his championship reign and his wins, and to get to the title, look at his, other than before he got to the UFC, look at his UFC career on. That's a fucking resume right there. Gleason Tebow, Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, a lot of really good fucking guys. But John Jones got that same resume too.
Yeah. He's got more title defenses than...
Anyway. Maybe Anderson might have more. I don't know.
He's got more title defenses than Khabib has fights in the UFC.
You know me, I always ride with John Jones.
I know, man.
I just put the conversation out there a little bit because people are now, that's the discussion. Where does Khabib rank as the GOAT? Is he as the greatest?
Why does it matter? I mean, listen, the guy's really good. Sick. Move on.
Yeah, it's a weird question. There's not really an answer to it, but we tilt our hat to you, Khabib. We know you don't drink, but I'll drink a drink to you, Khabib.
Wow. Shake and bake, Buzz.
Yeah. So Khabib's now going to get into coaching, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you see that one thing? We'll end on this note where Chael made a video and he was like, oh, George St. Pierre finally showed that he has a head of hair and he's been shaving his head on purpose for years. What a dick. You seen that?
I didn't see it, but I can see him saying it.
That's all it was. Then the clip ended. He's like, so wait a minute. You're telling me GSP had hair this whole time? Which
is very weird. He looks weird without. I mean, I guess that's why he was always bald, because I don't think he looks good with hair.
If he was a student of the game, you've been there. How annoying is a bald head? Fighting against a bald head or grappling with a bald head, and they're just pushing their head into you. I guess it'd be the same as hair. Anything annoying. But Gordon Ryan has signed with one championship. He might do some MMA soon, too.
He's signed with
one championship.
Japan. To do jiu-jitsu?
He's going to do some jiu-jitsu super fights and maybe some MMA.
Huh.
You got to get him on the show. We've played phone tag with him as well.
But all right.
Tell Danielle I said hello. And next Tuesday, next episode, we'll get some guests. I'll plan it better now that I got a little stable situation. I had to beat somebody up to move up. You know how it is. Menace knows how it is. You beat up a bunch of guys, moved on up. All right, brother.
All right. Well, see you later. Ugh.